2025 just keeps on rolling along, man. I know I've said it before. 2025 is maybe one of the greatest years in gaming ever. And we've got another one on our hands, all right? I've had the chance to play a little game that you might have heard of called The Altars. And this is one that kind of gave me that feeling of like, yeah, this is going to be a banger. And I could tell as a casual gamer, when I come across a game from a genre that I usually don't play and it still manages to blow me away, it just lets me know that this is a game full of heart, full of passion, and it's going to be a great experience at the end of the day. And the Altars did not let me down in that regard. So that is what we're going to talk about today. And if you happen to be new here, it's your boy Grandpa Casual. We do gaming news, gaming reviews, and overall discussions about gaming. So if and only if that is your vibe, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe because we make vids like this all the time. The Altars is a strategy management game in the same vein as something like Fallout Shelter. You have your whole base set up, and what you need to do here in the basic sense is keep everything running so you can survive pretty much. And what that requires of you as the player is to maintain systems, keep everything going, and you make sure that everything doesn't break down, because as systems break down, you might lose some functionality somewhere, and that's not good when you're stranded. Now, what the Altars does is it takes this concept and makes it more immersive. How they do that is by making everything third person 3D. You're in your base as opposed to it being a zoomed out view and you're kind of just managing things. This allows you to really step into that role and really get into the character that you're playing. Another way that the Altars steps things up is that this is a story-based game, so there's a narrative here. Now, when you couple that with the whole strategy and the base management thing, it really sends you down a rabbit hole of this mystery of what's going on here. Now, the quick overview of the story here is that you've crash landed on a strange planet. And the reason that you're here is because humanity is on the search throughout the galaxy for this substance called rubidium. This is a material that they feel would benefit humankind and really boost us technologically. Now, the problem that you're facing as the protagonist here is that your whole team has died in a crash landing. So now that leaves you to run the entire base yourself. Now, obviously, you're a member of a team. You're a specialist, and everybody else on your team are specialists, which makes that very difficult for you to run the entire base yourself. So long story short, you find a solution. You clone yourself, and you clone yourself in different positions that you need to get your base running. I won't go into the details of why and how and what's going on. You can see that for yourself when you play the game, but it is a very, very, very interesting concept here. As far as the gameplay loop now, it's everything that you would expect. You have to gather materials for your base to build and craft the things that you need to keep everything running. So you have that level of grind where you have to keep everything topped off, manage your storage and things like that. So when you leave your base, you actually have to go outside and set up things like mining posts to connect directly to your base to continuously supply you with materials that you need. But it's not as cut and dry as that, because there are environmental factors as well that you have to watch out for as you do this. And as you progress through the game in the story, the environmental factors as well as the challenges ramp up as you go. So in the end, you'll find yourself doing exactly what you need in this type of game, which is managing your base and trying to survive. But it's done in such an intriguing way when it comes to the gameplay, when it comes to the story, and when it comes to this world overall. And this one really has me intrigued at the end of the day. Like I said, I'm not really a strategy management game type guy. I did play Fallout Shelter. I enjoyed it. It was like one of those things where I played it for a while, but then I fell off of it. It wasn't really my thing. It was a good time while I was playing, but it wasn't something that I would come back to. But the Altars, given its story, its narrative, and the gameplay loop that we have here and the mystery behind everything, really has me coming back and wanting more. And I really feel like the immersion is something that really changed things for me when it came to this type of game. I really like to get into the shoes of the character that I'm playing, and the Altars really allows me to do that here. Interacting with the clones in the game is a game in and of itself. You actually have to learn the likes, the dislikes, and the temperament of the clone that you're talking to really nurture that relationship and get them to do what you need them to do and pretty much survive at the end of the day. And that's another layer that's added on top that really makes this game interesting and sets it apart from others. And there has been talks of this game being Game of the Year, and I feel like that's rightfully so. Like Expedition 33, they actually took a genre and flipped it on its head and made it something interesting, different, and open to casual players who may have not been into the genre prior. This game is beautifully done. It has a great narrative. And in my book, I feel like this is a Game of the Year contender as well. But I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Have you played the Altars? Has it been on your radar? Are you liking it? Are you not liking it? I'm always down to have conversations with you all. Outside of that, if you're into having casual, grounded conversations around gaming, consider liking and subscribing. And thank you so much for chilling with me today. And I will see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.